Caucus candidate interviews. We're here tonight with Rob Merkle. Rob is a Republican challenger for the Connecticut 4th District congressional seat currently held by freshman Congressman Jim Hines. Rob resides in New Canaan with his wife and his 2 daughters. He self-financed his college education and graduated from Notre Dame University with a BBA in finance in 1991. He has a professional background of over 15 years in capital markets and finance, and he's the founder and owner of Management Recruiters of Westport, an executive search firm. We thank you so much, Rob, and particularly for interacting with the grassroots organizations of Connecticut that have grown up over the past year. We're really honored to have you here this evening. We're going to start and just have the panel do a quick introduction. We'll give you a couple of minutes to just make statements. Then we'll move through the interview questions one at a time. It should take about an hour. Okay. All right? I'll start. I'm Sherry Harris. I have been in Easton for 30 years. I come here through the 912ers of Southern Connecticut, founded, as you probably know, by Linda. In less than a year, we're up to over 200 members. And I've been a member of the Easton Republican Town Committee for 30 years.
My name is Mickey LaCrosse. I've lived in town, I can't believe it, over 40 years now in Shelton. And I am apolitical. I have only become involved in politics because I can't stand it anymore. And it's very exciting, but it's all new to me. And I am on a learning curve, I admitted to Edmund before. But this is wonderful that you're here, that we get to talk with you eyeball to eyeball, and you get to feel what the people are feeling. And I'm glad you're here tonight, Rob. Thanks.
I'm Hector Guerra. I live here in Shelton. We have lived here for about 7 years, so I guess I'm the newcomer. My wife and I, we both believe that we need to do something about what's going on with the politics right now. And we hope to hear from you something that we like.
Tricia Galloway from Trumbull for the last 13 years, and my husband and I have been involved in Connecticut issues with hearings in Hartford over the last 5 years and become very concerned about our nation, as we all have in the last year or so. I'm part of a 912 group also and joined the Independence Caucus early in the year.
Hi, I'm Linda Carreri, and I've lived in Stamford most of my life. My father was actually born there. I've also lived in Italy under socialism for 10 years. So I have some interesting thoughts about that. I've always read a lot about politics, but I've never actually done anything. Well, except for when they passed the income tax in Hartford, I did go up that day, along with many people in Connecticut. So I am very much looking forward to your answers, and I'm so excited this year that we have the possibility of having candidates that actually like our Constitution.
Oh, yes. Okay, and Rob, can we get you just to introduce yourself, make a personal statement before we start the questioning?
Sure. Thank you for having me. Again, my name is Rob Merkle, and my wife and I actually live in Norwalk with our 2 daughters, 5 and 5 months. And a lot of people ask me why I got in this race. I've never done anything politically in my life, except I helped my father run for U.S. Senate in 1988 in Florida. But, you know, like a lot of you, I was watching television, yelling on a nightly basis, getting very frustrated and feeling helpless because I saw our government doing this massive power grab, an assault on free enterprise and capitalism, an assault on our currency, and really kind of not just an abdication of our sovereignty to world law precedent, but also really a downgrading of our national security. So I took it very personally, and I looked at my daughters, and I can't in good conscience tell them that we're in a situation for the first time in our history where our generation is about to leave this country in worse shape than we found it. And I can't look at them and tell them that I didn't do everything I could to fight that. So that's why I'm here. I believe our Constitution was created with a specific purpose to preserve life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. And in the 237 years it's been in existence, it is the most successful and enduring form of government that this world has seen, if you allow it to exist in the form that it was intended. I think over the last 90 years, we have seen direct attacks on not only the fundamental principles of our Constitution, but also the social framework upon which it was based. God, family, moral values, integrity, and I think we need to get back to that. I think as much as people decry that the liberals have taken so much power and they're cramming all this legislation down our throats, I think in one sense it's been a blessing because it has focused our efforts and it's gotten people that heretofore were not involved in the political process to get up and say, you know what, we're supposed to have a representative democracy. We don't have that right now. Let's get it back. So now we've got real people standing up and saying, my vote counts. What I think matters. And I'm going to hold my elected officials and my candidates accountable for that. And if they don't believe in what I believe in, if they don't stand for who I am, then they're not going to get into office. And if they're in office, they're going to get out. And I think that's the hope that we have. But this is a critical cycle. We must make inroads in 2010, or we'll see what happens. Thank you.